welcome to my channel again. I just wanted to show you, since I've been on social media for the last couple of days with this new company, they're not supporting me in any way, shape, or form, but I got overly excited because I got the 2020 that these guys were at Ulta. And as you can see, I have my blues on, and I have one of their dark blues, which I'll show you in a second, and then I have their light blue. It's a triple blue on my eyes, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'll move in closer. And then you have the silver here, and then you have like a peachy color at the end besides my wing. Now I'm going to show you guys, this is one of the palettes that were at Ulta, and it's called Mermaids Forever. And this is by Makeup Revolution. This is one of the companies that actually produced high-end pigment products that are feasible for you and me. This palette was $11 and change. Their palettes are normally $10. I got this at Ulta, so the shipping and handling wasn't added to it, but there was tax, so the same amount would be if you would got it on their MakeupRevolutionUSA.com or if you got it at Ulta. Well, I was near Ulta, so I decided to pick it up. Now, the first thing you see is when you go to their rack, their first rack it had broke in Ulta, which wasn't a big deal because Ulta called up Makeup Revolution and needed their new display, or at least another one for now. And they got another display. But before it broke, just as the stock got in, I had got the heads up from Makeup Revolution that they were going into Ulta. And most of us did. If you've been watching social media on any channel, you notice that, yes, you would see the Makeup Revolution palette coming in. And all of the Makeup Revolution stuff. Well, here's the thing. I had seen it, and I decided to take a trip to Ulta. When I took a trip to Ulta, what I found is I wanted something that was like the electric palette. I'm not going to spend another $58 on an electric palette just to get the colors that I want. I had done some searching, and I asked Ulta which one was the closest, because I wanted the blues and the purples, but I didn't like the yellows, and I wanted the oranges. The yellows aren't going to look right on me, so I decided that I wasn't going to do that. So what they decided to show me was this 32-piece eyeshadow palette called Mermaids Forever. And I don't know if you guys can kind of see, you see this like light going past. It's because I'm playing with the palette. The box on the palette looks like this. And as you can see, it's got a metallic finish to it, and it's got an embossed inside description that says Mermaids Forever, and then it's got the Revolution, Makeup Revolution London with the trademark, and then of course it says 32 ultra professional eyeshadows, and these are net weight at 1.05 ounces or 30 grams for those of us that are not in the United States that are in London. And on the back it has all of the colors from the light colors here, which are, this one would be metallic, then you have a matte finish, then you have a metallic, 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 and you have the matte finishes are on this row, and then you have the metallics, and let me just show you. When you take out this palette, and of course mine is dirty, which I'm sitting here kind of rubbing it against my shirt, but you get this, and this is what you get, and it's a black case, and of course mine is dirty, and it's been everywhere with me, so it's already dirty. Sorry, guys, but, you know, I can't resist. When I get new makeup, I got to play in it. So you get this beautiful case, okay, and it's not thick at all. You'd expect something with 32 pigments in it to be thick and bulky, and it's not. It's thin, as you can see. And it also comes with this nice finish, which is like a mirror finish. I don't want to blind you guys, but yeah, you get this mirror finish, and then of course it's got the embossing of the Makeup Revolution, and then it says the ultra eyeshadows. It tells you the 32 ultra pigments, ultra professional shadows, and of course, as you can see, it's already rubbed off because I've been using it constantly. Now inside here is is a mess. Goodness, sorry guys, but yeah, you get. And I'm going to end up blinding you, and I am so sorry for this, but you get this beautiful mirror, okay? And that's what you get, is this beautiful mirror, and now you can see me. You get this gorgeous mirror inside there, and at the bottom, you've got these gorgeous pigments. And if you've been watching my social media, you have actually seen me take swatches of these. But I'm going to show you guys, I'm trying not to blind you here, but I'm going to show you guys with the Makeup Revolution palette just how pigmented these are by sliding my finger across one of them. And I am wearing a combination of colors. Now this is the purple, and what I did first is for this makeup is I put this one on. And this is really a beautiful white color finish, and it's really, really glitter powdered. All of these are powdery. The fallout is not major at all, barely any fallout if you use it. That is the white, and I don't know if I can do a swatch for you guys to see it, but that's the white, and that's only one. And it just blends to a glitter and just a beautiful shine. Now, the ones that I'm using over that is this blue, which is there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's that blue. And that's what that looks like. And then, on top of that, I have this in the crease, which is almost a powdery baby blue, just a little bit darker. And I'm going to swatch that for you guys. And that is just a little bit darker than the normal color. And then, of course, the very top, which is almost a lavender blue, which is that color there. And I'm going to put that underneath the white that I just did. And that's like a medium blue or a true blue, I would call it, because the other ones seem to have a different purpley pigment to them or a reddy pigment. This one has a true blue color. Now, I also added in, which I like the metallics, and I added in the purple. And I'm just going to switch that around. And that's that purple. And I'm going to put this at the bottom, at the very bottom. And that's how that came out. So I don't know if you guys can really see those colors, but that is the colors that I used for this look. Now, at the underline, at the under eyes, I just mixed in the lighter purple, well, the darker purple that's down here. Okay, that is a purple, not a blue. And it's lighter than what you would see on camera. And then I mixed it with the darker blue that's right here on the palette. Now, you have seen my social media, and if you have seen the greens, which I've done. You have seen the reds, which the reds are here. You have a fluorescent reddish orange, just like my hair color. And then you have a pinky color, and then you have a lighter pink, and then you have the white. These are all of the actual lighter colors in this palette here. So you can blend them and add them into your crease or in your waterline. This is actually in my inner corner here. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is in the inner corner of my eye and then shaded up for, you know, stuff like that. And then, of course, if I could get something to put over this, I could show you guys the rest of the palette without blinding you completely. I'm going to actually take a towel here and wrap this, sort of. Sorry, Makeup Revolution, but the mirror is just so gorgeous and it's so great to have, but it's not when it's on camera because I don't want to blind you guys. So, okay. Now that I've got that covered, and of course I've got that with a makeup towel because I do clean off my brushes as I go into other colors. Here's the color format with these. It's a matte finish, which is the top one. Okay, that is a white creamy color. It's like an off-white. And then you have a lighter shade of that, which is in metallic. And then, of course, you have a pinky shade, which is a matte finish. And then you have the one that I use, which is a light color, which is a tan neutral, and it is a metallic color. So you do have mattes and you do have metallics in here, and it's combinations. So you would have the two mattes in the first row, and then in the second row you have a metallic, matte, metallic, metallic, and then in the third row you have all the metallics, and then of course in the fourth row you have a metallic, then you have the matte finish, then you have metallic, metallic, then the next row would be a matte finish, then you have a matte finish, and then you have a metallic, metallic, and then you have here, these are metallics, except for the last one seems to be not as metallic-y as I would think. It's more of a matte metallic finish, so it's half and half, and it's great to mix. These are the greens that I've wore already. These are so pretty and pigmented, and just they blend so well. And I'm just going to rub my fingers together so you can see it blended on my thumb. But they just blend out so well, and they are so, so creamy. And, I mean, it just takes so much to wipe these off because of how they are. And I've been like 3 or 4 times on this actual towel that I use for my brushes for when I wipe them off. And I've been wearing this shadow now for 12 to 18 hours, and I did go to sleep with it by accident one day, didn't rub my eyes. My eyeshadow was still there. Makeup Revolution has just amazing products for high-end product, low-end price. The blacks are a smoke, I would say this is a smoke gray here, and that's that. It's like a smoky gray, and it's got a smoky metallic finish to it. And then you have more of a dark green, which is almost a forest dark green. And then at the bottom, you, of course, have your metallic black. Now, after that row, you have your browns, of course. You have your copper and then your medium brown, and then you have your 2 metallic browns, of course. And then you have your greens, which we talked about. And the blues goes from lavender to medium, which is on my eyes, and then to the purple, which is this row right here. And then you have the lavender and purples, which I like wearing when I wear, you know, I dress up and I decide to wear my purples, and then I wear my purple scarf, or I wear a purple flower in my hair, or, you know, something like that with a red lipstick. It really comes out nice. This is a purpley gray metallic, and then you have the flat purple metallic, and then you have, of course, it's more pink, and then you have a medium purple, and then, of course, you have the dark purple. And then the next line is more a whitish tan, then you have a pinky color, which is a metallic, then you have a pinky, a dark pink, which is a fuchsia, and then you have the red. And then we go into the next color set, which is the lighter of the oranges, which is a metallic orange, and then you have a yellowish orange, and then of course you have the orange, and then you have a copper rust color. Then the last line, which would be all of your neutrals, your flat matte white, and then you would have a metallic white, which is so pretty, and then you have the pinky color, which is a pinky white, which is a matte color. And then you would have the color that I like to use for my inside waterline. These are all highly pigmented, as you can see, and I'm wiping them off, and it really does take a lot to wipe them off, especially when you use a primer. If you do use a primer, I don't always use a primer. Sometimes you just can't use a primer because you're just running out of the house real quick. If you forget your primer, that is not a problem with the Makeup Revolution. There is only one other company that I've actually dealt with that has the same pigments, and this palette is just amazing. For 11 and change, I think it was $11.46 at Ulta. Here, it's great. I mean, I couldn't have asked for more. I know I keep getting it dirty because of, you know, the pigment powders. I touch them with my fingers and then I touch the palette, or I lay my brushes on them and then I get it dirty. But I wanted you guys to check this out, and there is the back of the palette, and it says Makeup Revolution London with their trademark, Mermaids Forever. It does tell you how many eyeshadows are in here. There are 32 in this professional eyeshadow palette. It gives you the list of ingredients. And it tells you how much it is and where it's made. This one's made in China, of course. This is an official palette from Ulta, and it gives you the lot number. The lot numbers will tell you, and the item numbers, that it is an official palette. This was bought by me. I was not given any money from Makeup Revolution or anything to be sponsored or anything. I bought this myself. This is my goodie, and this is my little treasure trove. So if you guys were wondering, no, I'm not sponsored by Makeup Revolution at all for anything. And I'm just pulling out my other makeup case so I can put it in there. No, I have gotten no money from Makeup Revolution to be sponsored by them or anything. And I thought it was really, really neat to be everybody's getting on the bandwagon here to show Makeup Revolution and their palettes, I figured I would do a video so you guys can actually see it. Not just see it on my eyes, but see the swatches as well as the palette itself. Because a lot of people are just looking at these pictures and going, what does the real palette look like? I did show it on my social media, on my Instagram. If you guys are there, you have seen the looks that I have done, which are 1 or 2 for the Makeup Revolution and 1 for my friend. And you've also seen me post the Mermaid palette, the actual picture of the box itself, and then the inside. I have used it, as you guys can see. I've been using that palette a lot. I'm actually using it more now than I have before when I had first gotten it. It's only been a week, and I change my makeup and my style constantly every single week. I don't change my hair that often, but I do change my makeup that often, and it's surprising that I have put this on at about, I think it was 10 o'clock this morning, and it's been on. It is now almost 1 o'clock in the morning here, and this makeup has not budged. I mean, it's not underneath my eyes to where it's all gooky. It's not all over the place. I mean, I've accidentally rubbed, like, my eyes at the top, and it's not all over the place like most of them are. And I'm kind of shocked, and I'm going to sit here and try to get this off my hand. It does take a little bit of effort to blend, but it does not take a whole lot of effort to blend. I mean, I've seen where it doesn't take a lot to blend, but then it goes all over the place. This takes a little bit of effort to blend them out, but not so much to where it's going to be a mess. A hot mess is fine. A regular mess is horrible. I've used these with a regular Q-tip, and they've gone on amazing. I've used these, as you can tell, with my makeup brushes. This palette is just amazing to me. I would like to see more of their stuff at Ulta. They do have their highlighters there. They do have their lipsticks. They do have a couple more palettes, but the Mermaid palette here is sold out. I did get a heads up of Makeup Revolution telling me on my social media, on Instagram, that more goodies are going to be going into Ulta. So with the new stand that they're bringing into there and the makeup goodies, you know I'm going to be the first one over there going, what's new? So far at the Ulta here, which is at the Ulta, every place else, and I want to tell you guys, this is what you're going to discover. You are going to discover a highly pigmented product. Their products range anywhere from $3 to $16, sometimes $18, depending on what it is. Their lipsticks are really cheap, highly pigmented, and of course, if you've seen my social media today, you knew I was wearing one of their lipsticks. Now, their lipsticks seem to me like they go with their palette. However, they go with all their palettes. The best thing about Makeup Revolution that I've noticed personally is the fact that Makeup Revolution has all of these colors, but yet they're all combined in this palette to where you can use them in any color phase you want. If I wanted to wear the purple with the blue, I can. They're made specifically so you can choose any color in that palette and actually use it on yourself and not have to worry about looking like who did it and ran. I have used the blues and the purples together. I just decided today to use the actual silvers. With my actual underneath is the dark and light with the purple. I decided to do that today. You guys know that I don't normally put eyeshadow underneath because of the fact that there's just so much fallout from it that I don't want to look like I have raccoon eyes or that somebody beat the heck out of me. But with them, I've put that on there, and it's been hours and hours and hours, and I've been sweating because I was moving furniture today. Not heavy furniture, but still, it was really, really hot in the place, and I was moving a chair around, and I don't know about you guys, but when it's 90 degrees in somebody's house, and even just moving a little bit, it's just like, oh, I cannot believe it. I had my hair dye, which is the vegan dye, actually coming out because of how much I was sweating. But the Makeup Revolution didn't move. I do not have a makeup setting spray on. I forgot to put it on today. I also forgot to put on my my primer. So I'm sitting here basically with just an eyeshadow and my winged liner, and it's not going anywhere. I'm completely shocked and completely floored and don't know what to think about it. I have not done anything to this makeup. I have just sat there and played with it. It is very powdery, so for those of you who have issues to where you use one color and another, it may get muddy. If you decide not to wipe off your brush and want to blend it in, my advice is to wipe off your brush before you go into another color, because the lighter colors in any color, in any company, in any palette will get muddy. These will not if you sparingly, or basically if you use, you know, a makeup towel like I have, to where you wipe off your brushes. And of course, as you can see, it's stained. It is stained because I went like this the one day and had my red hair dye. That's why we're using it for a makeup towel. It's clean, it's just, it was washed, however that dye won't come out. So it is now a makeup towel to clean my brushes off in between cleaning them, just so it doesn't get muddy and transfer any dirt or anything back onto my face. So I don't have any breakouts or anything. But I wanted to tell you guys about the Makeup Revolution palette because I couldn't keep it under wraps anymore. You guys have been seeing my social media. You've watched me. And you guys are wondering, now I'm wearing blues and purples and reds and oranges, and you're not used to seeing this. So the one product that I am using that I have to confess is that I bought at Ulta is the Makeup Revolution Mermaid Forever palette. And that's all I can say is if you have the $11 and change and you don't want to spend it on high-end products and you want the hyperpigments that are just there, that aren't going to break your wallet to get, I would suggest getting Makeup Revolution. There is another company out there, and I will be talking about that company later when I do my tutorial, so you guys can get a gist about the two companies that I like the most when it comes to makeup. And then you can see exactly what I use and what I like. If you haven't subscribed to me on Instagram, just to see the Makeup Revolution, please do. My hashtag is Ladydarksky. I do have my registered trademark on the end of Ladydarksky. You can find me up there. And if you'd like to see more of the Makeup Revolution stuff, they do have now their YouTube channel, which is amazing for you guys, which you guys get to see. And they do have a surprise there, which might be ending soon, so you guys might want to go up there and check. So I'm going to be uploading this video very shortly, within the next day or two. So you guys need to go and check out their YouTube. And if you want, you can tell them I sent you. I'll see you guys later. Enjoy your makeup. Treat each other nicely. Be good to each other. Bye, guys.